the entire military world in awe. Just a few days ago, the U.S. Air Force dropped a bombshell. Years of secrecy, they finally revealed something that you've probably only seen in science fiction movies. Military aircraft. This is a game changer. The commanders are left speechless. When the U.S. Air Force unveiled the latest U.S. fighter jet. But this is never alter the future of air power. Imagine this, an advanced fighter jet, so cutting edge that even battle-hardened military, their sixth-generation fighter jet prototype, even the most experienced same way, right? This is not just could hardly believe their eyes. Chances are, it's the perfect blend of technology, speed, and so, what makes this fighter jet so special? To maintain America's air superiority in that capability, something only the world's strongest nations could develop. Will this new generation of aircraft really have enough? This will be answered by the Navy Power Channel in this video. Let's explore together why U.S. military experts were so shocked by the unveiling of the sixth-generation fighter jet. Rising military powers like China and Russia. Exactly what the pilot needs, even before they act. Now, imagine a fighter jet that can communicate. Interface system in this aircraft is nearly there. It can predict with the pilot's thoughts. While we haven't fully reached that level yet, over all other fighter jets in the sky. This is a huge leap in combat technology, an aircraft that, in combat simulations, this feature has given it a massive understand what the pilot needs even before the order. Just imagine how it would fly a jet that is always in sync with you. Talking is how this fighter jet completely changes the game in space warfare, having an AI companion during every aerial battle. What really has military... Now, warfare isn't just about speed or stealth anymore. Fighter jet. It represents the biggest leap forward. This jet brings capabilities we've never seen. And more importantly, the U.S. Air Force is beginning to unlock its full potential. This is no eve, right? A whole new combat platform is emerging, and this combat technology, with every feature potentially entire strategies for air operations. It's the beginning. So what's at the heart of this beast? They've developed an engine so powerful that its engine system will definitely leave you stunned. What the U.S. Air Force has installed under the hood of this fighter jet can only be described as a technical marvel that seemed to be running on 1950s-era gasoline. The secret lies in have been quietly working for years, a new type of engine called the adaptive cycle engine. Engineers from Pratt & Whitney and General millions of dollars into research and development. They're in the early research phase, and clearly every dollar spent worth it. What's unique about this engine? Ability to change modes while in flight, something no investment has reached $4.4 billion. This engine can alter its operation depending on conditions. Fighter jet engine can do. Normally, fighter jet engines have to choose between two factors, optimizing both power and fuel efficiency. But this adaptive cycle engine does. The engine automatically switches to high power mode, providing a powerful thrust. When the pilot needs to escape the jet to reach high speeds, to evade being shot distances without enemy presence, the engine switches to fuel save or outpace pursuers. But when the jet fly lightly to patrol an area or optimizing efficiency without compromising combat capability. 30% more power than the F-35's engine, while consuming 25, allowing this fighter jet to be not only powerful. The numbers are truly impressive. This engine generates less fuel. This is a true breakthrough in engine technology. The question is, will this technology change the way we fight in the skies and the bird, or just someone who loves technology? You'll find absolutely. And if you're a military, incredibly fuel efficient. Think and adapt to any combat situation. True war machine that can dominate the skies. The new stealth tech be an incredible leap forward. What developers and the military have achieved is not just making fighter jets faster, powerful. They've created a fighter jet, a bright orange jacket with one sole purpose, to them. Imagine, old stealth technology makes the F-35 look as if it's wearing a reflective coat. The US military has made a groundbreaking breakthrough, a multi-spectrum, and it's real. So how does this technology work? The outer radar. But this new technology, it's like having all the stealth gadgets from every sci-fi movie you've ever seen help develop. And don't think of this as just a regular radar. A fighter jet is coated with a new material that researchers from MIT into heat at a level so small it cannot even be measured. Radar waves hit it. The material converts properties depending on the type of detection system trying to detect it. Material. It's much more special than that. This material has the ability to change scanned array, radars, or low-frequency the plane's ability to hide from traditional radar systems, but also fighter jet evade advanced detection systems, such as active electron. This technology not only is capable of detecting stealth aircraft at much longer range, the material can automatically change its properties to counter detection methods, from radar waves to modern infrared detection technology. With this adaptive capability, a defense expert compared it to this. It's like a snowflake in a snowstorm. Hard to believe, right? Sensor system. This aircraft continuously scans its surroundings. Leave your thoughts about this amazing detail in the comments below. And there's something even more impressive. Feels like something from a movie, right? The quantum sensors that can detect the slightest changes in electric fields. Imagine having a sixth sense that allows precisely identify which type of detection system is trying to track you, and then automatically adapt to hide from. The system works based on quantum mechanics principles, signals with superior accuracy. Unlike traditional sensor systems, quantum sensors are not limited by typical frequencies, allowing the aircraft to recognize and analyze, can detect changes in electromagnetic fields, signals from radar, electromagnetic waves from weapon control systems, can detect even the faintest electromagnetic signals, including changes so subtle current detection technologies cannot pick them up. Other aircraft always leave a heat trail in the air, but the most incredible feature is the ability to control its thermal signature laws of physics. However, even interference from enemy electronic devices. Jet uses a new cooling system that disperses its heat signature so widely that sensors cannot distinguish it from the surrounding air. In tests, even the most advanced thermal search systems couldn't lock onto the target once they knew exactly where the craft was. This may sound like a superpower being detected, even though the sensors had accurate information about its location. But it's entirely real. From what we've learned, in a test with the Advanced Thermal Search System, ANASQ-239 on the F-35, the fighter jet was able to fly through a monitored area. The search system couldn't detect the aircraft when it was traveling at a speed of Mach 1.2, pointed its exact location. And now, you might not, which is roughly 915 mph, even though radar. Specifically, during the test, years when you hear about the new electronic warfare EW system. Not to avoid radar, but this system also jams enemy radar. The system returns false signals, making the radar believe it is looking at an empty sky. When the enemy's radar tries to search for targets, this technology is so advanced that it can create multiple decoy targets, leaving these defense systems confused as they search for non-combat capabilities of this aircraft. Stealth technologies. Once again, we're left amazed. This new material is incredibly durable. It doesn't stop there. The aircraft's surface coating is unlike previous stealth materials, able to withstand extreme heat, heavy rain, and even sandstorms without compromising. Required constant maintenance and special storage in unique hangars. Maintenance time and enhanced combat effectiveness. Be surprised to learn that the radar cross-section of this aircraft abilities. This means the aircraft can stay airborne longer and smaller than a marble. This means that radar will have a. In contrast, the F-22 previously had a radar detecting this jet, even though its size is equal to that of a fighter aircraft. Section the size of a golf ball. Imagine that, an aircraft that radar and infrared sensors, it can also minimize its own yet radar detects it as smaller than a child's toy. But that's not all. This jet can also operate in silent mode. It doesn't just all the signals that modern aircraft typically emit, radio, radar, or electronic systems, disappear. It's like forget to leave a 1 in the comments. And the most astonishing part is that all these features, isn't it? If you agree with Navy Power's perspective in the sky, truly a major breakthrough in stealth tech adapt to its environment to ensure the aircraft's safety. During just automatically. The AI system in the aircraft is not a control mechanism, but the brain of the operation, making decision adjustments in an instant. This system can autonomously. Numerous tests have been conducted with the most advanced of modern aerial combat. Still couldn't detect it. This is exactly what will completely change the dive sizes, although other pilots had a general idea of where the aircraft was, and thermal targeting systems like the AN/AS-39. Yet this jet remains invisible. The AI systems, including phased array radar, advanced infrared, the AI can automatically activate to enhance pilot survival in emergency situations. For example, if the jet makes decisions to ensure the aircraft isn't detected, but measures, adjust altitude and speed, or change the flight path to avoid other threats from enemy air defenses, humans wouldn't be able to respond to in time. Increasing survival system can analyze situations in real time and make tactical decisions in fierce dogfights. However, some of our team members have any thoughts on this? Feel free to share in the comments below. Raised concerns that as fighter jets become more reliant on AI, this AI system doesn't just control the jet, it can think and learn during sure that the enemy can't break or manipulate the aircraft's decisions. In test scenarios, the AI faced off against top F-35 pilots in simulated combat. It was like playing chess with a computer that can see 50 moves ahead. The result? The AI won 90% of the engagements. One senior test piloted in less than an hour to carry different weapons depending on the missions on this aircraft are completely different. Engineers have completely redesigned modular weapons system. This allows the weapons bay to weapons bay. Instead of a traditional layout, they've created an incredibly. But here's the sophisticated part, is the new missile system. Capable of destroying targets at what weapons are loaded, the aircraft still maintains perfect stealth. One of the biggest previously considered impossible. In fact, to continuously update their flight path can strike targets so far away that theoretically. Now, if we're talking about range, things get even crazier. Curvature of the Earth would make them unreachable. How? These missiles use the aircraft's sensors and artificial intelligence. This aircraft can fly an incredibly long distance, over 5,000 miles, roughly the distance from New York to London, area, and then returned without stopping for a single needing to refuel. In one test, the aircraft in the sky, operating continuously without needing to stop. New methods of measuring the aircraft's performance. It can cross fuel. This proves that, compared to other aircraft, this one is like a. As for speed, the developers had to come up with this aircraft surpassed the speed of sound, impossible. They call this using afterburners, something that was previously higher United States in under an hour. In test flying at subsonics. But the impressive part is its ability to combine all these features in a single mission. Super Cruise 2. This means the aircraft can fly at speeds without using more fuel than conventional aircraft. Drone to investigate, identified the target using a successful strike, all while remaining completely stealthy and undetected. In one test, the aircraft detected a threat, then lost intelligence, calculated the optimal attack solution, and simulated about 1,600 kilometers per hour, a speed that only the most advanced military. Everything was done in under 2 minutes. Like the Lockheed Martin SR-71 Blackbird can achieve. In another test, the aircraft reached speeds of up to 1,000 miles per hour. Also has the ability to fly at incredible altitudes. Its range can exceed 80,000 feet, which is easily soaring above clouds and strong winds. Combination of next-generation jet engine technology and super durable materials, this aircraft not only conserves fuel, altitude of small satellites, providing unmatched. Additionally, this aircraft surveillance and defense capabilities for vast territories with cognitive electronic warfare capabilities, allowing it to detect could have predicted. This aircraft can operate in radar and communication signals, analyze them instantly, and determine the braided environments, meaning that even if GPS to jam them, and here's something jammed, communications are interrupted, or sensor-taking capabilities of artificial intelligence, a system that doesn't rely on satellites and the detected, it can still complete its mission. With a new the question arises, why a craft can operate autonomously, even if it loses all communication, but also created a shockwave in the international defense community. Command. The unveiling of this aircraft has not only stirred such a strong reaction from major countries like China, military leaders. Chinese military analysts admit this aircraft has completely shifted the balance of power in the Pacific region. Some of their most advanced immediately after the aircraft was revealed, they convened an urgent meeting with their senior that they are at least a decade behind in this technology, are now unable to track this jet. Perhaps what worries China the most, leaked report from their defense industry, developed over years to detect steadily increasing funding for next-generation fighters, and they are not standing still. China has decided to, as they race to catch up with the U.S. additional $50 billion into their Air Force development program, compete with the U.S. F-22 and F-35. China is currently rushing to develop next-generation fighter jets, like the J-20, a multi-role stealth fighter that Beijing hopes will direct. Although the J-20 has made significant progress in stealth long-range UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, and still a gap in performance and features when compared to Western competitors. In addition to the J-20, China is also accelerating research and development, radar systems, and multi-role combat capabilities, fifth-generation fighter aircraft, to enhance their combat. China is particularly focused on developing aircraft capabilities in environments where they face advanced U.S. defense systems, operating in complex electronic warfare conditions, where radar systems and electromagnetic waves are disrupted. While the U.S. has already launched this aircraft, what they call a strategic response is underway, but the problem is they are starting the skies. Chinese military forums are now filled with concerns that the entire air defense system will become obsolete overnight. And if you think this is, other countries begin reassessing their military strength in a far-off corner of the world, imagine the ripple effect of the introduction of this aircraft. But this concern isn't China. Russia has also had a rather significant reaction. They are no longer the dominant power. The advent of this aircraft could change the balance, not just in Asia, but globally. For the first time in recent memory, they've acknowledged was recorded admitting this, and his words sent a chill around the world. Temporarily suspend its entire aviation development program to reassess. This changes everything in how we plan defense. Russia's much-anticipated Su-75 fighter has now had to return to the drawing board. Yes, Russia has had expectations, it still has the potential to become a crucial tool in the future. Military experts believe that, while the Su-75 may not have met in can resolve its technical issues and enhance its defense feat. However, the reality is that Russia's modern fighter jets, like the Su-57, see significant limitations in competing with adversaries like the US F-35, forcing Russia to reassess its Air Force development strategy. Are now lining up to gain access to this technology, witnessing a powerful shift among allies. It's impossible not to mention the Royal Air Force, which has signed a Japan, South Korea, and Australia are also in the pricing. They are completely restructuring their air defense strategy, a move discussing similar agreements. And NATO's response? This is even a dollar partnership to integrate these innovations into their Tempest fighter program. France and Germany, which are developing response, comes from European defense own next-generation fighter, the FCAS, immediately requested technology since the Cold War. But perhaps the things from the Pentagon. The entire global's radar systems are seeing their years of becoming obsolete overnight. Lockheed Martin's stock industry is shaking, but in a positive way. This equates to billions of dollars in market value. Global military planning is massive. One announcement. The impact of this event is by 12%, just because they are involved in supplying parts for this watershed moment in military aviation, has announced a complete redesign of its air defense strategy. Sweden, known for its advanced strategy. Even Switzerland, a traditionally neutral country, has called jets, has also admitted that it needs to rethink its air fighter jets, like the F-35 instead of relying solely on neutrality, upgrading military equipment, including purchasing now considering enhancing their air defense capabilities, developing new generations of stealth aircraft, such as Russia's Su-7, China's J-20, and the US's F-35, to bolster their ability to protect their territory in an increasingly complex security environment. The fact that countries are a major shift in the way air combat will be conducted. Many believe that aerial confrontations are becoming more intense and sophisticated than ever, where speed, accuracy, and stealth will determine the victor. If you agree, Finland and Poland have requested enhanced defense collaboration. The aspect is the diplomatic impact. View, comment 1 below. But the most that were once distant from the US are now highly interested in military cooperation. Is to apply these technologies to revolutionize, while South Korea has offered financial support for further developments in exchange right to share technology. The aviation industry is also getting involved. Boeing and Airbus are looking in the aviation sector. We're talking about engines that could rewrite their entire playbook. All of the carefully calculated fuel efficiency of commercial flights, and new materials that could make it safer than ever before. And here's the most important point. Global military strategies are being... Let's dive into why this fighter jet is not just a military asset, but a total revolution in modern warfare. Changing the goalposts, it's about completely changing the defensive scenarios from before are now rendered obsolete. As one NATO general put it, this is not just challenges in modern air warfare, the vulnerability of air bases. In the past, to strike an enemy, you needed base. What I'm about to explain will show why military experts. First, this aircraft solves one of the greatest leap in air power since the advent of the jet engine. But this new fighter jet can take off from bases thousands away, penetrate deep into enemy territory, and return without needing to refuel to their territory. These bases were always easy targets because the enemy could simply look at a map and know exactly where to strike, who can punch you from across the room. Of aircraft in a single airframe. As one defense analyst put it, it's like trying to defend against a... More astonishing is that this aircraft can replace 3... We will save billions of dollars in operational costs, needing a stealth fighter, an electronic warfare aircraft. The US Department of Defense estimates that over the next command aircraft, now one plane can do already. In the past, dominating the skies meant more aircraft than your enemy. But now, one aircraft, working alongside exciting. This aircraft completely redefines the concept of air thanks to this combination. And here's where things required an entire squadron of planes. Exercises, a single aircraft, along with its drone team, controlled an air drones, can control a much larger airspace, an area that roughly the size of the state of Texas. Imagine an aircraft that can detect threats. Older radar systems took up to 20 seconds to detect and track a target. Human pilots even realize they're there, responding in seconds, not minutes. To put it in perspective, now imagine facing a defense system in a second. That's such a huge difference that air defense systems might as well be trying to catch lightning with a button. This aircraft, with its advanced sensors, can do it in defense systems, are now being forced to start from scratch. A defense strategy they spent react in time before the aircraft has already changed position onto a target. This opens up a whole new era in military conflict. Countries that once thought they could protect their airspace with dense guns are shooting lasers. Will these countries figure out how to counter it, or will they continue to fall behind? Another strategist said, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, millions of dollars on, is now outdated. As one and command entire battle forces. Not only can it fight on its own, but it can also... In training exercises, it has demonstrated the emerging factor is this aircraft's ability to serve as an air commander, entire battlefield, and make decisions in mere seconds to protect our forces. Can you manage the activities of warships, ground forces, and other aircraft? The feeling of knowing that an aircraft in the sky can see all your movements while you It's a single platform that can see on a potential adversary is something that can't be underestimated. It's like chess with an opponent who can see all your pieces at all. The psychological while you're blindfolded. This is the advantage that not only helps avoid wars. The AI systems on board handle the most complex tasks, but also prevents hostile actions from the start. Have you ever thought that an aircraft could prevent war? And there's more. Craft doesn't just change the way we fight, it changes how we train, while the pilot makes the key strategic decisions. The aircraft handles the technical detail. Pilot shared that it feels like having a whole team of experts in the cockpit, allowing the pilot to focus on the bigger strategic picture. One aircraft special in the long run. It's designed not just to fight today, but to adapt to challenges of the future. Just like your smartphone, this truly changes the way we'll train future pilots. So, what makes software updates? This aircraft can upgrade systems to counter new threats. Decades of air dominance. Impressive, right? According to the U.S. Air Force, this platform will maintain priority for at least the next 30 years. Current aviation technology. It's a turning point. Your thoughts in the comments below. The future of the military. The U.S. Air Force. So, what's next? This isn't just a major accelerating production faster than originally anticipated. The first squadron will be ready for combat in 2027. They plan to have up to 5 active squadrons. But what's truly exciting is much earlier than expected. Control systems have become the new standard for all types of military aircraft is just the beginning. Incredible technologies we've discussed will soon spread to other air forces. The Navy has already begun applying AI systems to their aircraft. Significant. The U.S. Air Force is developing a completely new training program, Craft. The impact on pilots will be the first generation to fly alongside an aircraft that thinks with them. Generation aviation techniques. Today's as one trainer shared, we're no longer just training pilots, we're changing the military. Some of the aircraft's technology air commanders. And don't forget that this technology is already impacting the commercial aviation industry. Ultra systems are drawing attention from airlines worldwide. This means, but perhaps the biggest impact is on global security. We'll see safer and more efficient flights, not just for the military, but efficient engines are now being applied to commercial planes. An AI-powered aircraft. Aircraft doesn't just protect the U.S., it's changed the way the world views air power. Has already prevented many conflicts, simply because militaries know that it's out there, waiting. As one defense, people will look back and recognize this aircraft put it, sometimes the best weapon is one you have to use. Just knowing it exists is enough. Remember this moment, because in years to come, this is just the beginning. The future of aviation forever. And the best part, turning point. The moment when everything we knew about air power, something that's coming, it's already here. And it's even many more incredible military technology amazing than we imagined. Impressive, right? Hit the subscribe button on the Navy Power channel. If you think this story is as incredible as I do, don't radar systems, we'll bring it all to you. And if this video surprised you, be sure to like. Coming soon. From hypersonic missiles, so more people can learn about these groundbreaking advances. As the only aircraft carrier in the modern world equipped with known as the USS Gerald R. Ford, this carrier astonished the world with its advanced features, ranging from flexible air deployment. The U.S. stands ready to protect its allies and strategic interests. In features and capabilities, this vessel not only overwhelms, but also delivers a clear message. The deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford has significantly ordered the carrier, along with destroyers and cruisers, into the Mediterranean. The dynamics of regional tensions, as U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin's abilities to defenses against threats from beneath the sea to the skies above. This move underscores the intercepting arms shipments to forces in the region. Its readiness for any scenario, including monitoring. Regional tensions have heightened, particularly after 27 American citizens. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem is closely monitoring the situation to ensure the confirmed dead in the Israel-Hamas conflict, while others still missing. American citizens in the war zone. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. The vessel began with a $2.7 billion contract in 2005, followed by an additional $1 billion contract with contractor Northrop Grumman, engaging in diplomatic efforts to promote dialogue and de-escalation. How is the USS Gerald R. Ford building facilities in Newport News, Virginia? 2008. Construction was carried out at Huntington, England. Susan Ford Bales, daughter of President Gerald Ford. A special moment occurred on November 14, 2009. The construction reached 50% completion in August 2011. Ship with personal significance during the keel-laying ceremony. The ship was 87% complete, 55% in April 2012, and by November 12 challenges. With delivery schedules adjusted and the USS Gerald R. Ford's development journey was $18.2 billion in 2018. It became the most expensive warship, ever from $12.2 billion in 2013-19 that the carrier was handed over to the U.S. Navy. Flight system inspections delayed the ship's delivery, and it wasn't until October. This not only highlights the complexity of the construction process. In September 25, the ship's advanced systems and endurance under extreme conditions. These tests included endurance checks and shock trials to ensure the ship was capable of addressing any maritime situation. The extended testing period also reflects America's commitment to maintaining advanced strategic weapons. Carriers like the USS Gerald R. Ford are not just symbols of military might on the global front. On June 18, integral to the U.S. military strategy, enabling it to maintain dominance effectively in any real combat scenario. Additional capabilities. This is no ordinary trials off the coast of Florida, followed by additional trials in August, successfully demonstrating the ship's strength. 1. The USS Gerald R. Ford completed its first full-scale ship. However, due to its enormous size, the USS Gerald R. Ford cannot carry. It is a massive nuclear-powered machine equipped with 2 nuclear reactors, each weighing over 1,000 tons, giving the ship an exceptionally long lifespan and the ability to power an entire city without interruption. 1,100 feet in length, 260 feet in width, 25 feet in height, and weighs 100,000 tons, making it cross the water as swiftly as a race car. The ship is the largest aircraft carrier in the world. This allows it to support a variety of aircraft, helicopters, and EVs, including advanced 5th-generation stealth fighters. Mark of anti-aircraft gun systems. Armed with the 20mm M61 Vulcan, one standout feature is the Mark 15 Phalanx system. The Phalanx can fire up to 4,500 rounds per minute at a target neutralization. This system operates entirely autonomously, using the AN/SLQ-32 radar and electronic sensors to detect targets, calculate firing parameters, and adjust accordingly without velocity of 3,600 feet per second, enabling rapid and prevention. The Phalanx can detect targets up to 12 miles away from sudden attacks, especially cruise missiles and other fast-moving threats, and engage missiles, aircraft, and other incoming threats from all directions. With exceptional accuracy, the Phalanx creates a dense, effective defensive shield. Protect power in the comments below. Ford ready to face any threat? Share your thoughts. With its incredible firepower, is the USS Gerald. Additionally, the USS Gerald R. Ford is equipped with, powered by the ship's nuclear reactors. This laser system delivers a robust and stable energy source, enabling precise and effective attacks on moving targets such as aircraft, missiles, and other advanced weapon system. The Lockheed Martin Laser Weapon System, LAWS. Ability to disable or destroy the electronic systems of enemy aircraft. The LAWS can engage targets up to before they can approach. One of the laser system's key strengths is away, allowing the carrier to detect and neutralize threats from an aircraft's or missiles' navigation or control systems inoperable. By directing its laser beam at a target, effectively neutralizing its functionality. Heat up electronic components and destroy internal circuits, especially in combat situations where neutralizing and destroying enemy aircraft is crucial. This laser can not only disable the electronics of enemy aircraft, but also has 116 missile defense system will play a key role ability to destroy incoming missiles or aircraft approaching the ship. Built for maximum combat readiness, this air wing has been significantly forward boasts an extremely strong air wing, comprising 95 aircraft and helicopters. Speeds of 2,200 mph. Behind all these powerful weapons, the USS, the launcher capable of firing 20 missiles to intercept targets up to 6 miles away, traveling squadrons of F-35s, F-15s, F-16 defensive capabilities. Each aircraft in this air wing has U-10s have been added, forming a formidable force with comprehensive offensive as the ship prepared to deploy to the Mediterranean. One of the most impressive fighters in the group has made a groundbreaking impact, contributing to the overall combat effectiveness of the aircraft carrier, posing a serious adversaries. Notably, the F-warfare. As the first fifth-generation stealth air capable of vertical takeoff and landing, the F-35 optional low observability features, along with advanced and sensors that provide long-range detection and targeting. The F-35 is not only reshaping not only superb aerial combat capabilities, but also the USS Gerald R. Ford remains an impenetrable combat, but also is an indispensable part of the U.S. Navy's arsenal. Gerald R. Ford is not just an aircraft carrier, it is a symbol of modern military at sea. With these superior technologies and firepower, the U.S. military strategy, helping the U.S. maintain global dominance. So, what do you think about the power and combat capability? This makes it not just a component of the U.S. Navy, but ready to protect U.S. and allied interests in any situation. Ship. Could this represent a major step forward in the future channel? The U.S. Air Force has designated the F-35 as the primary strike aircraft for eliminating enemy air defense warfare. Leave a comment and share your thoughts below on the Navy. The F-35 features a unique tail structure with such as forward canards, tailplanes, vertical stabilizers designed for stealth, and incorporates various flight control systems, thanks to its advanced sensor and mission systems. 35 feet, designed to fit within the aircraft storage and elevator systems of Navy amphibious assault ships. In contrast, the F-35C has larger wings to an adjustable horizontal tail. The wing design of the F-35A and F-35B is relatively short fuel efficiency. The aircraft uses a Pratt & Whitney F-35 engine with a turbofan afterburner capable of generating powerful thrust, especially when in afterburner mode. The extensive use of composite, making up 35% of the aircraft's weight, contributes to stealth capabilities and overall durability. The F-35's mission systems include advanced sensors and electronics, such as Northrop Grumman's, enable the aircraft to reach a maximum speed of Mach 0.6, enhancing its combat range and agility. Internal weapon bays eliminate drag from external weapon stores, CUDA electronic warfare system, and Lockheed Martin's APG-81 radar, BAE Systems ASQ-239 awareness and command capability. One of the standout features targeting system. These systems enhance pilot situations even without looking at the aircraft's nose. The HMDS operates by connecting HMDS, allowing pilots to see flight and data directly on their visor. Maintaining situational F-35 is the helmet-mounted display system from radar or other sensors are displayed on the visor. And electronic sensors in the helmet with the aircraft's onboard electronics. This enables pilots to monitor information without having to shift their eyes away from their target. Flight data such as speed, altitude, heading, and traditional cockpit controls. The visor can display data in graphics, text, and charts, using sensors like radar and electronic warfare systems, allowing pilots to lock onto and strike targets without visually acquiring them. Notably, the HMDS supports Beyond Visual Range (BVR) missile system also enhances electronic warfare and threat identification, enabling the system plays a crucial role in BVR missile strikes, making it essential for air missions. In addition, the F-35 to respond quickly to complex scenarios, absorbing materials and innovative features has been compared to that of a metal golf ball at certain frequencies and supersonic air intake doors. Notably, the F-35's radar cross-stealth capability is achieved through meticulous design, utilizing making it highly effective in avoiding detection. Unique capabilities, playing crucial roles in modern air warfare. Both the F-35 and F-16 are highly regarded fighters. The F-35 stands out with its versatility in carrying air-to-air. With advanced electronics and sensor fusion, the F-35 wing hardpoints. This allows the F-35 to excel in missions such as close air support and eliminating enemy air defense systems, air-to-ground weapons in internal weapon bays, and on the other hand, the F-16, a fourth-generation sonic features. The F-16 is a single-engine, supersonic, provides high situational awareness, making it a flexible asset in modern combat scenarios, has made a name for itself with exceptional maneuverability and advanced jet fighter that has redefined air combat with its aerodynamics and advanced electronics. The F-16 with a fly-by-wire electronic flight control systems and reach speeds exceeding Mach 2. It is able to perform outstanding maneuvers, including 9G and titanium alloys in its frame to reduce ease of maintenance, using aluminum, steel, and internal M61 Vulcan cannon, and has numerous hardpoints for missiles, bombs. The aircraft's design emphasizes and the ability to execute 9G maneuvers, ensuring it remains one of the most agile, effective combat aircraft in air combat. With these unique features, it is designed with a structural lifespan of up to 8,000 flight and maintenance time. The F-35 and F-16 continue to be vital aircraft, and F-16 are formidable fighters, but each has its strengths. The U.S. Air Force's arsenal, playing key roles in both defense and attacks in the future. Alongside these, the A-10 Thunderbolt II, also known as the WUG, is a powerful symbol of firepower in the comments. What do you think would be more suitable for modern combat scenarios? Share your thoughts. With its robust airframe and thick armor protecting the pilot and crew, the standout feature of the A-10 is its 30 components from enemy fire. The A-10 can operate combat environments without being easily damaged, is mounted at the aircraft's nose, and can be 900 rounds per minute, enabling the aircraft to effectively destroy grounds from tanks to structures. The Avenger cannon, capable of firing up to 3. The aircraft's weapon systems also include controlled to engage close-range targets, missiles and bombs, providing maximum support for ground forces and tanks. The A-10 can flow altitudes and slow speeds, allowing pilots to identify and engage targets that are difficult for other fighter aircraft to reach. The aircraft is powered by a strong engine and designs of maintenance, ensuring high operational ability throughout campaigns. The airframe is made from titanium alloys and materials capable of withstanding explosive forces, enabling the A-10 to endure abilities, ease of repair, and maintainability. The A-10 continues to hold an important role in the U.S. Air Force, especially in close air support missions. To this day, the A-10 attacks from bullets or missiles. With its flexible this capability highlights the strength and support that U.S. aviation is an indispensable tool in modern warfare. Powerful symbol of close air support, particularly in protecting ground forces in combat zones. This aircraft carrier is not only powerful in terms. Similarly, the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier, a modern power, but also features special equipment, including a dedicated helicopter, stands out with its impressive weapon systems and long-range operational landing cable system, which is crucial for helicopters like the Apache, requiring vertical landings. This system ensures helicopters can land safely on the deck, even under challenging conditions such as strong waves. The USS Gerald R. Ford's design is also remarkable. The ship is equipped with 3 elevators capable of lifting up to 65, creating a safe and effective environment for air operations. Vast, unobstructed flight deck that enhances the efficiency and safety of takeoff and landing operations, making it easier to move aircraft and equipment. Below the main deck, a secondary deck roughly the size of a parking lot provides space for elite fighter jets. Its commitment to facilitating air operations, strong support from the Aircraft Carrier Strike Group, known as Carrier Strike Group 12. Space also allows the ship to conceal stealth aircraft. The USS Gerald R. Ford, also B-21 Raider, ready to launch rapid, devastating strikes on potential targets. Ford, consisting of squadrons such as HSC-9 Trident, HSSM-70 Spartan. This formidable naval force includes key components that operate in VA-124 Bear Aces, VFA-37 Rampants, VFA-2113 Black Lions, VFA. At the center of this group is the air wing of the USS attack capabilities for the carrier. The carrier is also protected by powerful warships like the USS Normandy, Golden Warriors, VFA-31 Tomcatters, VQ-142 Grey Wolf abilities to enhance the strike group's combat potential, providing essential air support and VRC-40 Rawhides, each bringing unique aircraft surveillance, reconnaissance, and logistics capability in safeguarding the carrier and expanding its attack, Ramage, USS McFall, and USS Thomas Hudner, forming a destroyer and fleet, each equipped with advanced weapons and systems. The presence of these ships is These destroyers and cruisers not only protect the carrier, but also help extend its Gerald R. Ford, along with its fleet, provides multi-role combat capabilities in strategic regions. Reach, allowing it to perform diverse missions and maintain a continuum ranging from humanitarian assistance and disaster relief military operations, responding flexibly and promptly to any situation. The fleet's strong presence in the Mediterranean Sea plays a vital role in missions, with the main goal of supporting a ceasefire, act powerful deterrent, and ensuring regional stability. Conflicts from escalating beyond national borders marks a significant milestone in the ship's history. The recent deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford to the Mediterranean Sea had participated in many campaigns before. This mission marks its first entry into with high conflict risk. The ship departed Norfolk Naval Base on 4th 2022 to participate in a joint exercise with NATO partners in the Atlantic. This is a strategic move, military strength, providing a strong deterrent against potential peace and stability by showcasing impressive conflicts. The ship emphasizing the ship's important role in supporting 26th, 2022. At Halifax Port in Nova Scotia, Canada, marking its first international P3, the USS Gerald R. Ford embarked on its first long voyage on May. It continued on to the United Kingdom before returning to Norfolk on November. The ship visited Oslo, Norway for NATO X in May, where it had the honor of being visited by Crown Prince Haakon of Norway. The ship ventured north to the Arctic region for additional drills, and in June, operating within the responsibilities of the 2nd and 6th Fleets, 23, arrived in the Mediterranean Sea, docking in Split, Croatia for crew 2023, highlighting its vital role in protecting international. Notably, the ship participated in naval exercise the Italian Navy in the Ionian Sea in early forces. To address this, the U.S. Navy has deployed modern systems and size. The USS Gerald R. Ford can still experience instability from oceans, such as ship ballast, stabilization equipment, and shock absorber maritime security. Despite its at sea. Additionally, high-tech protective buoys have been to maintain stability in rough sea conditions, enhance ship safety, especially when docking in ports. These systems work together to ensure a steady platform for aircraft the ship detect potential threats, such as storms or strong waves. The USS Gerald R. Ford's capabilities are further enhanced by the can move the ship to open waters for safety. Fleets, underscoring its critical global role. Obviously, the carrier serves as a significant deterrent to potential acts. With advanced firepower and a diverse air wing, this aircraft carrier reinforces America's strong commitment to global peace and stability. Sets new standards for projecting military power. While you're here, don't forget to follow the Navy Power Channel International Security. Thank you for more exciting videos. See you in the next one. Demonstrating the U.S. determination to